ko peduan ko gina gari beans won sa ayede
asemeni
enye se oniska abro
ese na make
abro ni adwemboni na woni tiri
na papa yi de em se ajaje for omo misremo a muso no mu a momfa ne be ma ne nto dua bi so edua bi so na mutwitwa mutwitwa ne te se sausage boy but down some na say be yi 13 years old
this
very very bad.
This is unfortunate.
Yeah.
This is unfortunate. Into my phone so mommy anya careful kakra. Yeah, the rise of these things in this country. Inti aya Miss Remwa asoma no o hwe bebia abofra ne kwa nke beboa. Anya fie bia mu na obesoma abofra ne so onko. Anya shop bia na obesoma ne so onko. Aya momo yemfa yeni ene ya sonson to fam. Na yem protect ye mamba no. Mayo na yem protect yo mo. Because na say nuane o mu di nti odi 12 years pe. Omo se no asore gina.
Na so na.
Na wonya be ma be fo bi ti se papa ya. Obe hadwen. So let's be very careful.
Frankie na wasore gina obi afu mu no ba ye waduane.
Yeah. This is very unfortunate.
Yes.
Eti weni dia obapa dia ba 0506 63 367 196 0506 367 196. Hey, what's up? Eti for comments ne bra na making kind of a hammer. Pauli, asem we udwen say.
I think yem penyin for ni bi itimod. We itimodin.
Itimodin pa. Papa was itimodin.
Itimodin.
Inti ne baba pa nka say no be no.
Only 13 years old. Ada. Udi ka hunu mobompo. Ni ma mere kwa na ne yes akwade aka obi ani uni ase.
O perfect one.
Aseme na me kwa kodan me ka o san be chimi
udi tie.
Esurudu me ansa na wo san tuya me ka.
De udi tie fanti. Se ma me na oni ne koy odbins ni fi wo no. E na oni ni nya sa issue na ene mum e wo de obi ani mum enu ni ase.
Yeah.
But akora na onim ho hwe. Ani de ni say so omagis camera no.
Yeah.
Wo de na be fra no.
Yeah.
Woni na da no wase akwa na brabo no.
Yeah.
We ebedi akwa ni tiri mu dem. One thing is say so rape bi say si a affect akwa na dwen. Edu stage bi kwa no ware a oben ni kwa na ne yem.
Ni mu hihye no. Osuru mema.
These are the things eya ebinimu nima omo ye ya no mo rape enkura no. Ye rape o mo at that stage na afi ni ehu ewura nkura nim.
It does sound great.
It I think say entwa ye.
We nkwa de entwa ye.
We
nkwa de entwa ye. We nkwa de entwa ye.
Na we say no na onko we ka say enkofa ombesuro wo mu ekunu so mo ware a. Obo on say timi te faso. Unse osasa no na waye ne sa no etimi te faso. Se we anya bi bra na bibi ye no. What's in life? Wamana turn into a different thing altogether. In the way once away, Akraya abeya obi so de yehye no hu because osuro se okwa akokan be ka so yakra bone e na atare be na wo hye e na de na wo je wo hu e na wo kokọ en de na wo hye on enti tanu business obi akra bi nya do a ontimi meka cause of feel so be kan penifo no beto no so se ono no mum na wa kra ne hu ye na ya ye ne bi
oba mama nka se me chehe
enti I was say
no matter how at e be ye no ho ohun enti fa ne se kan ye wo baba at the age of 13 years obe pene so obi nya ne sa
anko fa no so mi o e ma me fa ma adwen mo ne meto mo obi antie o be ya den.
You don't understand. There's no kwankro the obey ne hu bia ma authority ni say onne ne beda. Asembe na wo ka che sa 13 years ni say that ye ne liar na. So adwini so.
At that time ne pa and at that age. Edem pa na. Meaning so what exactly what exactly do you see? I just can't think of it. I just can't think for BBC.
I can't think far.
Hey, Ghana. we say good morning. Na the all can say where's this one? I mean, can you make comments in mine? I say good morning. We Allah is speaking the gospel fact. If you are not in Accra and Kumasi, or your songs are not popular in Accra, forget it. For Voltarians, it's as if they are not part of Ghanaians. Apart from King Ayusoba and Fancy Gadam, who won the award at the VGMs, because, in fact, Fancy Gadam, which I say, is because he featured Sarkodie on the track. This is from Inkum, from Teshi Tribleo. Inkum. Okasao. No, but as someone can like let's be very yes, yeah.
Nordness do say na age awards ni bi wo VGM. This is okay kind now they compare the Accra for na age na. Frankie, e be wom.
Frankie, what is no society no media ban another argument or
all together.
Seriously. Because I think say I've never seen a vote nomination.
Hey, Mr. Edem has been nominated on countless number of times. Oh no, the fact is, let's not make it in the award. When you are nominated, it's a big recognition enough. And the award is a public award. It's like obi private or chiche. The public must vote on you. It is a popularity award. Your song must be popular. You, the artist, must be popular, and there are things you must do to be popular. Intimate, I'm not holding brief for the scheme, but any artist no to be popular across Ghana. No, it's not easy, bro. It's not easy. Let's not take this thing. Let's not take this thing. Icon, your friend Icon Kobe from Teshi Triblo. Yo, we hear you, but Charlie, make the artists to make them double up, make them work hard, make them double up. You know, because you can't go pick an artist from Koforidua and compare that artist to, let's say, this new artist Inyai. What's his name? Laxmate. He was our new artist. So pick Laxmate and bring me an artist from Koforidua, Eastern region. Can you compare him to? Because there was something extra he did. It's not by virtue of the fact that he's in Accra, but he did something phenomenal. Yeah. He spent on promo, the branding, the viral. The thing. There are things you must do to get it, bro. And you say we walk Koforidua now releasing Nyumkeke, and our Volta region. No. There's more to it. If you really want to enter into this popularity award scheme, you must double up. Simple. Another one.
I have last one.
Okay.
Man kakra na. Ese mami bi na Nyankopon di ne ho afofie. Seriously. Oba great we na adwen seja. Okosua de pam. So oba de wote wa. E wo se unya bibiye ensa no dwuma bi na dwuma bi na anya kakra de tare wa botom. Ono okosua de pam na ne madam e fe ne mama. E ka twa ne se oba yi ma pamon tare bi nti wo de fantare no kɔ ekɔma aso masi mame na mama no nua be ma de netena moto so say da minimum friendly face ɔte moto ya chi saa se bia ye ba techno ha say do de na sa fe ni atwam ye kɔ kaneshi wo bisa abante say na sa ha na ye ba na ye kɔ se kɔ no tum na afei na abante no busa ne nsensem say wafa afro wabu nsa nsam basa bi o wanum de nukoro adan bia memu annum egina ho 5 omo twen abaye enene mu tia na omo do abaye mu de kwa abaye kwa say dem ma omo ye nyankoma the spiritual things ene na we fa podua na we afa nsuo ya sense kan no sem krante da ho twen gagezi e bedwudwa no se na ntwena ho e wa no mo tin se nyum bi bo Screams of Grace. Hey, Nzana mu ba be mu be yes spiritual mu surade. Omuti omuyam de omu brown against kai ma memfa bonya ho mempa no yi.
Yeah.
And odi fum. And odwane efi dem ho. And obefi. Obefi bu sa mama na de na ekoso a wo say gold bi wo mabusua mu ho. Na ye hia sa ba ya no emoja. Enu nti na ode na ekọ akwa so.
Who does that?
Ni besua adwuma. Enye mabusua ni wo.
Who besua adwuma?
Ni ba besua wo adwuma. Na gold mabusua ma ade munya busua fo.
Na ofi probe so e bi e ho no ye into gold.
Lam Nova.
We are gold in you.
Frankie.
Gold in you.
Asem yesi o Lam Nova.
Lam Nova vote aside.
Chifu Praso.
Oh, Chifu Praso. Na e ho no.
Asem we they are more into it. Madam ni nim ho bi. Madam na ono
adwumara no.
Omu investigate ya.
Adwumara no nim ho bi.
Sometimes some of our investigation ye jankofo bi lose.
Kasago Mike nim.
Ye jankofo bi lose to go. Because we share say the asem we see na.
Yeah.
Obi a wadwuma mu ho that time bia should be part of the investigation. Ken we see jam.
Cleaner cry say bisa no.
Because it can be possible. Say fadie komo obi. Now koya ye say you could disikedo.
It doesn't make sense.
It
doesn't make sense.
I mean, what doesn't make sense in class also gold we abusuam.
Inti.
Na gold we abusuam.
Inti.
Uniba. Uni anuafo.
E be kan mu jabi.
Oh, family that's it. Abusuam for comments bra. What TV The WhatsApp line is 0506 367 196 0506 367 196. And we are live on Facebook as well. Until the comments in the band, so I'm making if you have my own. On WhatsApp, John Abbott from Sakumono. I say, good morning, host. My name is Frankie 5. About the musician Riala's issue, it's her observation and candid opinion. Moreover, she never mentioned nerdness alone. So why limiting her grievance to nerdness alone? Okay, Riala herself, you guys are praising. Has she won it before? Where Asama or Bapan Subisa? No, but from the story, I understand he mentioned nordness. Or mentioned nordness. Okay, or say artist that or more I say awards, artist say what crown kwan ya momo. And I'm saying to her that that's not factually true. And the reason why I cited the northern region is that even in her own backyard, King Ayusoba has won the most popular Song of the Year, which was the biggest awards for the night until it was changed to Artist of the Year. It was most popular Song of the Year. King Ayusoba, 2007, he won that award. Our very own Fancy Gadam came down to Accra and caused a stay right here in Accra. He also won this same award. I have seen artists from Western region who have won this same award. I've seen artists from the Ashanti region who've won this same award. That's why I maintain the point that it's not factually true. It's not factually true. We are live on Facebook, and on Facebook, Oibo Boatin says from Echuma Nerebi in Kumasi, Dr. Dufour, please stop wasting your resources. GM will win hands down. Yeah, entertainment to Minya. Lily, Efia Oferiwa, my dear. Efia Papa B says, keep up the good work, bro. Thank you, Efia. Pieja says, good morning, watching you live from Achim Asafo. My regards to all the people of Achim Asafo this morning. We are continuing the high life conversation. It's Major Mama DJ Holy. Some fire room na mayen be 2, 3, 4 selections be. Nami Pama Dada Hafko Akwaba. Let me use this to welcome him officially. This is the Max Morning Dew. My name is Frankie 5. Max 89.7 FM. Maudal in Dahaya T. This is High Life.
89.7 Max FM. Max FM. Max FM. Max FM. 89.7 Max FM.
Style. What is this coffee be doing alongside what is it we're taking Ghanaian music to worldwide? To the ladies and sweet wine. It is a new kind of vibe.
from me do to go for be a train of be Matu no yumpa no me die no me dance no come from you do you want binti Kunu chenche hey Adome ponni amara Adome ponni onye Adome ponni amara onye amara onye nintem na muti Adome da adasuma ninku na ninku Adome da adasuma ninku eyesa na you I don't see many come and you don't matter. I don't see many come. Yes, I know me. From me daddy. Yes, I know me. From me honey. Yes, I know me. From me sweetheart too. Oh no, yes, I know me. From me daddy. I'm a friend me daddy. Make a friend me daddy. Daddy. And I'm friend me daddy. Make a friend me daddy. Up a friend me, let me meet you. Hey. Friend me daddy. And I'm friend me daddy. Friend me daddy. Make a friend me daddy. Daddy. And I'm friend me daddy. Friend me daddy, make a friend me daddy. Up a friend me, let me meet you.
Spotted in Bambade. Where are you, man? So let me be the man in your life. Hey, just close your eyes. I wanna fly you to paradise. Make sure I say me who I'm a who. I'm a who don't see me then no. Make sure I say my tree I'm a who. I'm a who don't see me then no. I know it, my baby, I go away. With the mommy, so I don't get away. I'm a buzzer, can't you wait? I tell you what the money, my one, I'm a bad. Daddy, I'm a big so my man was a bad. I'm only for much, you can catch. You want a man, and you don't want to be every forward and the better than me. I'm a woman, you're not funny. The love I got for you is not a joke, I'm not a player, not a game, baby, you can call me daddy. Well, this is strategy. I said we're running no sugar down. Man, you can't stop winning.
Max FM 89.7 Max FM.
Kwabena wadia, mini timidi. Mrs. Obama wadia, mini kodapai. And my senti said that dear, it's okay boy in cattle. It's you the comfort was uncle. What to any Iraq of San Yanquadia? To be Bianca Papa, the Jesus and Kenya did it. You so Yanka, Yanisha, I am. We see any so Yanka, Yanisha, I am. So chow to Papa then. See your mommy is a cocoa. We share the Amewu, the Casanque, the Franca, Ochinasia, and I love more food. You need to say Yankasa, see any of the areas. You need to
89.7 Max FM.
Baby, go see me, or how baby, go see me. Ayaka baby and cosiri, or humble baby and cosiri. This I call my head, that's your night yet to me, Yatsana all day. This I call my head, that's your night yet to me, Yatsana all day. Akuma edge, Akuma edge, Akuma edge, you never made it to Akuma edge, Akuma edge, Akuma edge, you never made it to Kosiri, come on, Kabi and Kosiri, Asante and Kosiri, a new breed and Kosiri. This Akuma, that's your night yet to me, Yatsana all day. This Akuma, that's your night yet to me, Yatsana all day. Akuma edge, Akuma edge, Akuma edge, never made it to Akuma edge, Akuma edge.
High life music. Aye. So Mofil says it's yana rap nearby ya. T rap way.
Soft ladies, me full so ye pe gentlemen. Ye baby sa na no zinzin. I can cry now, walk at 30. Uncle Bob say the mob sound zero. Ye baby you saw on page my I call cat can now I don't know. The man worry
That's right. This is the Max Morning News. See you no. So tier rap lines no. Aha. Wait a minute, man. Dada have ko Akwaba. Dada.
Frankie.
Na Akwaba.
Yeah.
It's saying.
Nyame na dum na we.
My mic no so na. Na I say.
Nyame na dum.
Ovim de a na e wo hype a nti me onye te say dia o onyemre sa onyemre. Wow, my brother.
Yeah.
Mr. Terry Asaribuama.
Yeah, man.
We staged him that I have cool.
Yeah, man.
A big high life artist for Kromwa. 2018. Was it 2018 you were nominated? Your song Ibiwutienda was nominated in the High Life Song of the Year, you know? And High Life artist as well. Yeah. Until YAB pa that I have YAB back in the day on in Frama. You know, I know him from that in Frama video. Almost started Western Region folk Kuliku concert or no. That I have come on a chance. Me video. Charlie, well done.
Charlie, thank you.
Well done. Well, you're starting High Life conversation for this week.
Yeah.
Now a free Vodafone Ghana Music Awards nominations are here.
Yeah.
And get me the High Life Song of the Year, High Life Artist of the Year nominations. No, get it for me. You can open it here for me. Let me go through it. Now, performance is a course for the night. The slot for High Life music, and also you di home komo. Nti you know betu home komo kakra. Now fe yahwe, yen oman Ghana.
Yeah.
Yen your identity no, ene de way.
Yeah.
Yen nyom no, ene de way.
Yeah.
So called baby South Africa. And I'm after the before be about my friend I'm a piano.
Yeah.
Ajin tini, and I know me call UK. There was a whole piano festival. It was mad.
Yeah.
Oba yenuanum your cousins actually here Nigerian so you see if we be Afro beats with S. Na enka na nanka artist fella and a beat no by without the S.
Yes, yeah.
Na my phone asesana I any beats. But be omu dia kodu no bema
Yeah.
A rap world charts, a rap world categories, a rap beat is near there. Oba Eddie Bedu Ghana. You see, we are the Black Star of Africa. Yeah, body my home run. You know, the first country to have gained independence in the sub-region.
South of the Sahara, yeah.
You know, na ya bobo ibisa say yansu ye de ne de ya ferry. Artists like that have cool. Nanka sebi nanka dada have go ferry crash up a friend who's a high life artist. Because you see a kolufu enyom.
Yeah.
Anything you afraid wa high ne. O de hwa na odi wa agro. Also on sesa.
Of course, yeah.
Intino anything you do about say introduce ankomo. So let's take it back.
Yeah.
From where the conversation started. Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Were you there yourself?
No, not mini ho.
No, Niho.
No.
Did you see the performances for the night?
Yes, I did.
Okay. There was high life performance by Ofurian Ponsa and Episode.
Yeah.
With Atia.
Yeah.
Ofurian Ponsa came in with a collection of his records.
Yeah.
And then our come from performances no.
First of all, I mean that was it.
Yeah.
For getting me here.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to high life conversation, my name is Uncle for who but it is not just a conversation, but it is a way to situate our music right. You know, yeah. It is a way to situate it right.
Say infancy,
yeah. You know, have an identity to, you know, because two things that I'll take you through. First and foremost, Ofurian Ponsa, he hasn't dropped a new song in ever I could remember.
3 years, maybe 3-4 years.
Yeah, maybe 3 or 5 years.
On release if
you know. And you know buy no boy any no. The last one was Ojo. Ojo was I think 2008.
Yeah.
How many years now?
Yeah.
Generation never horses here no. A lot of the kids as far back as 2008.
Yeah.
That's 15 years.
Yeah.
Now obi a net wedi 15 and na yengo no. And now Ojo buy, right?
Yeah.
But when the song dropped, everybody sang the song from top to toe. Samini was not there. People sang Samini's part word for word.
The amazing thing, they were on their feet.
Yes, word for word. It's like a band no mute microphones now. Nka fans never talk Samini part ni na amo for it. What does it tell you? Anybody who was born and bred on this land, high life near the child no. So I mean you have been to London and all. You know why they cherish all these high life artists that they don't have money are there, because that is what their parents play at home. The unfortunate thing is that Ghanaian nai or Tigana no yepe corners cut, and I say ye cut corners. They be a yen person ye be building yema from the scratch. All we do is obim famra na yen jumpy on. Into ufe genres a ya jumpy on yen Crawford ye. Ama piano Crawford ye, Afro beats in Crawford ye, hip hop in Crawford ye, reggae Crawford ye. What I say, ni a ye pebia say yen ye be jine because in Ghana the mindset, the mentality is that nuna that be una unim nieko. What I say, once you join that foreign
the trend,
but the point is, at this stage in the world, every country that is thriving in everything is a country that practices their own culture. Oh, the boo, South Korea for, the Japanese, the Chinese, the Americans. Oh yeah, even Jamaica for. Slaves are your boa manodium kukugu, a small island. So
yeah.
The question I ask myself is, okay, I say rappers need Jamaica now. Rappers or okay, I say people who do R&B music need Jamaica now. Yes, but they have made sure say reggae ababeye an identity for them. Say ne uko first stage of Vanuatu. Now Rasta eguti so. Now bo reggae. Anybody out there may assume
you're Jamaican.
Be Jamaican. I didn't.
You're right.
Yes,
you're right.
They have made
a. If you cry now, Uncle Hokrada.
Uncle Hoda, unimshe. Oh, the young kwechi. My brother Stoneboy.
Yeah.
If he mounts a stage in, let's say, Vanuatu, and the people don't know him, and he drops a reggae song, he's a Jamaican to them.
Straight.
They don't care about the language.
Yes.
Na language is almost until they may assume a patwa nibia.
Okay.
What I say, identity na ye the bed drive a conversation no. What I say, it helps level things up. Ye dear way. And then ye Nigeria ne wa brochia. Maybe sans ufi here. Ghana yes a kind 1 2 3 up to 30. They do 30 or say 30. That's the region now we Nigeria.
Language you know ma.
What I say?
Language.
Because identity no. So when you hear their song and you hear the way they sing it and all, it tells you ube who say we if you yen ye dear we There be a bizarre question. They say, so when you go around and you be through, you be an identity. No, I can't. Ghana, yeah, dear, with him. When you asked anybody that, what genre does Ghanaians do? That question, it may take you 10 minutes to answer. You know why?
Why?
Oh, some do hip hop, some do reggae, some do hip life. A little also do high life. It will take you to have a straight answer. Say Nigeria, what genre represent Nigerians? Afrobeats. Simple.
Straight.
When JQ was in Ghana, time when JQ won a peak.
Yeah.
JQ was the one who was actually giving Ghana music an identity. What did I say? JQ was the one who was giving Ghana music an identity. But at the time, our people felt like, Adiena or Bono, a two jama, and ye baby and a jama do that ye glorify and yema, a too localized. People used to argue like that, say, like at the end of a two jama do a too local, and we are glorifying it. But that was what was giving us an identity. And sa era ni chemono, yenyom na ewen. And if the Nigerians used to come here and come and copy. So in the days I now appeal to Sijina and National. So I appeal to Swa. Obekwa to Nigeria for bibrio. Ebi mo ba bisuan beat making. Ebi mo ba be bo and yum bimo eba be programming yum ne adie. But gradually omo bisuan sa na ma we nyina a overtake yen. Etimi de ade na kwa kudu the world level. Where are we? We started movie before they did. The road to Kukrentumi money are there nyina eyene. Where are we? They are on Netflix, they are in Hollywood near the Ghanaian, we have a problem. It is a mentality problem. We need to change, reorient ourselves. We need to change our constitution. What I say, a constitution nankasano for Ghana, it has to be changed. I didn't know.
Constitution change for what? We are talking about highlight.
No,
why should we change the constitution?
I'm saying that.
Yeah.
The basics,
Yeah.
And they say Ghana ni empire ye Ghana.
Okay. To truly define our own identity,
Yes, because I didn't know Kwalako school no can pia na ye bono.
Okay.
In Ghana.
Okay.
You speak Twi in school.
Yeah,
you get
says vernacular.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't hear. Can you imagine a Spanish kid in school speaking Spanish and getting beaten? Can you imagine that? So we have been programmed to believe that anything Ghanaian is no good. As a kid, anytime a foreigner comes to the house, and you be Pyrex bua will be any muda and they are serving foreigner. Right? So nkwala na ewo fie ne de ye hu hia ye papa nti ye de hye uchimu nkwala bremu ne se ohoho de oba kotokoto no de dane form. So today, if you go to any governmental institution and you go and speak like an American, you'll be given a very proper welcome than somebody who goes there and speak Ghana. Yes, if the president is coming and the bodyguards no American accent will be where they will take it easy with the person. But near all can Ghanaian language, we pure coach.
So you feel that it was actually infused in us.
Yes, this is
growing from the fundamental stages of our lives.
Yes,
and reflect it even in our music.
Yes, because listen, today I have experienced this, and I've said it on radio so many times. Uncle Rex one time said, when you do high life music, people think you are crassing.
Really?
Yes.
When you do high life music?
Yes, and that
people think so you're crassing.
Yes, and let me tell you, there are so many high life artists in Ghana, more than any genre of music today, as we speak today. If anybody thinks high life is dying or whatever, there are so many high life musicians in Ghana, more than any genre of music. It's on record.
So how come only 4 high life artists were nominated?
Because because the rest don't call themselves high life artists.
And those that were nominated were Kofi Kinata, Akwaboah, Kwame Eugene, and Abiana.
And I'm saying because majority of them don't call themselves high life artists.
The musicians, majority don't call themselves high life artists.
That is where the problem is.
So why do they nominate them in the artist categories then?
Well, because the type of music they do, right? The type of music they do, they have a track record of hanging on the same genre of music for some time. So automatically, in your mind, you begin to call them high life artists, but they themselves, they don't.
Why don't they want to call themselves high life artists?
Because they will be referred as colloquial. Because you be who I'm somewhere in class for. So they do not. You understand? This is it's simple. Me, yeah, the first time when I got Ibeunti and nomination, I got out of the auditorium and I went on Twitter and saw that I was trending. You know the reason why I was trending? Somebody had tweeted that Onime wo Kumasi. He knows me from Kumasi and how a villager I am. And they should look at She's near Shemino. I must have bought it for maybe 2 Ghana cedis and 50 pesos. And it has started a conversation. Me maintain Kumasi that. The longer time I'm at Kumasi 3 days, be I make a promo and I make a show. But because Onipana said the type of nyomana may any day, a
villages kind
of music.
Yeah.
Is it a mindset? But and can a papa moi Kasa language in it is truly the person who can speak it well. O country ya ye hu so ye krasini. It's an old country the grass. Adintia. Yan kasa na enti wo country ye so brofalizing na kakra na hu say wo de wo ye city. What kind of a mentality?
But you that have go.
It is our orientation as a people.
So it starts from
the basics.
The basic. That's
yes.
the constitution itself.
Yes,
number one.
Yes.
And it comes to our homes.
Yes. To our homes. Yes.
How we are being brought up.
Yes. Frankie.
Because
almost over 2 years.
Influence
yes, they follow
our way of appreciating the high life music.
Has there been any foreign company in Ghana that is struggling? You can go to the records and check the books. Foreign company, I will say, all struggle. What he be that? It doesn't happen. The Indians, they are rich. The Lebanese, they are rich. The Nigerians, they are rich. The Koreans, they are rich. The Japanese, they are rich. The Chinese, they are rich. Look at all the foreign companies in Ghana. Has there ever been any foreign company at all struggle? This country was made for foreigners. Period.
That have cool. Punchlines in Kwao. So join the conversation. We are live on Facebook. Yeah, the high life won't come on. We're just, a tip of an iceberg. I fancy everybody deep into the conversation. And on Facebook, Kwesiboche says, congratulations, brother. More grace to your elbow. Thank you, my brother. See, I'm watching you live from Kwabena New City Campus. Auntie, Kwabena City Campus, for you na ye chairman of pay. That I have go a ye din komo. Kwajokin say more fire. Have go more fire. Don't forget Elvin says good morning. And if our comments in bra, WhatsApp line here 0506 367 196 0506 367 196. What about Yebidi Hong Kong? That of course says that listen, our very beginning has been mirrored. Your very beginning nankasa ya chiachiano from the constitutions to our homes. And then my appreciate ye kasano. Ye kasano so and also near to high life. That is our heritage. That is our culture. Then so I then I in crassi for. Obi say that I have go krasini. Because of high life music. Afko Kafra, why? Kafra.
You see, they forget, say.
Yeah.
Me do hip hop Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, hip hop. Yeah, we have spoken like Americans. We have done like
now one is slang sing have ko e okrom
yeah na.
Or slang. O bet me slang ya sing that I have ko. Come for a challenge. You know what I mean?
Yeah na. What I say, but you get to a point and realize that it has to be what you are made of, who you really are. You understand?
Can you slang better than the American?
You can't.
Can you reggae more than the Jamaican?
You can't. Sure. DJ Khaled and Swiss Beat, they heard Patorankenyum, brother, see brother, that Jama song. They went mad.
Go Gaga.
Beat no mun TV the Jamana yen pewa hano. They were like,
yo, what's this sound?
Where did you get this, man? Like, it's crazy. Ba omumra ha mehwe. Egu fom. Yen fa nyehwe.
Don't call me.
Oh, at anything that is Ghanaian is not liked by the Ghanaian. Hwe Apostle Kojo Safo yeka yempe. Ye besro kra. Obi huka bi eko we de jama Apostle Kojo Safo de ni bi ni.
Oh.
They make mockery of anything that is Ghanaian. So my point is, sanity there. Any young voting for foreigners. We should vote for a foreigner to become president.
And okay.
Yes, because mentality na ye right no.
No, but we want solution. Solution in yes young tone mining foreigners.
But
what can we do
if
the
leaders
change the hands of time to unwind?
If the leaders are not doing it, then I may know obey. I'm a baba soya betina hababe kasa enkuziaga. If the leaders are refusing to see this picture that we are painting here, what are we going to do? There's nothing we could do. You understand? So my thing is the high life thing. Say a deliberate effort. One. Okan Vodafone Ghana Music Asema obisi it be private thing now there a private idea. People refuse to see that the VGMA has become our flagship when it comes to awards in Ghana.
Yeah.
So VGMA one day almost sorry no more can say Kwabena Owusu aka Frankie 5. He's a reggae artist. The whole Ghana gets to believe
that that's who you are.
That's who you are, and you are referred to like that. They set the agenda. They are agenda setters.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm getting where you're coming from.
Yes. So if the VGMA one day wake up and say, we want to push Ghanaian music, and so henceforth, the person, the bigger award on the night
is not Artist of the Year.
No, but is the one who wins the High Life Song of the year, or the one who wins the High Life Artist of the Year.
Just like the way they changed from most popular song of the year,
to artist,
which was the biggest award of the night, and changed it to artist of the year. If they want to really,
if they want to help shape Ghana music, if they want to have an agenda to shape Ghana music, it must start from there.
Wow.
The biggest award on the night is the one who wins the High Life Song of the Year or the High Life Artist of the Year. Once you do so, you are indirectly telling the people that until you jump in this lane, you are never winning anything big on the night. You understand?
Yeah.
Until you jump on this lane, until you jump on this bandwagon, you are never going to win the bigger award on the night. When you do so, everybody will begin to jump into the high life arena. Now, it's difficult to do because, Frankie, every artist in Ghana here, dancehall people, rap people, whoever, omunina, 60% high life rhythms in their creations. Sako, they are our biggest rapper, the best rapper in Ghana, arguably. Most of his biggest songs are high life infused songs. Take it or leave it.
The biggest artist?
Yes, our biggest artist, Sako.
Most of his songs,
his hit songs,
his
hit records,
yes,
are high life infused songs.
Okay.
Oni efie grade saying.
Oni efie de no.
Me usuba nyenti me bells high life infused song. Baby, the things they do me, they make and they feel.
And on King Promise.
Nina, a high life infused song. That is the best rapper in Ghana. Stonebwoy, biggest dancehall act. Ninyum, your friend is saying, me ninyum ni bia like sobolo. And look at the saying, and shed down your big, me pen like ni gang to bafira. I just come on, high life infused songs. Shatawale, dancehall king Africa, dancehall king Ghana. We were winning the high life song of the year.
My level, My level.
What you say?
So a dancehall artist.
So at the same time, draw BB board so no. You only need a ruler to get it straight. High life, no, it has been embedded in them because they were born and bred in Ghana. It is a BGM no straight line, they will just fall in line. Okay. And then a revolution will start. The Nigerians initially were not onto this level. They were mode 9 rappers near Nigeria. But Afrobeat shape nearby, everybody got whipped in line. Yeah. And then because say name me 2 Nigerian rappers.
They are missing. They are all missing.
Because the world has been made to believe that everybody in Nigeria does Afrobeat. The same thing is what we want for Ghana. We need a revolution.
We need a revolution. The same thing must happen in Ghana, and it must start from Charterhouse, Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. This is how that I have go. Now, let's pick the various songs that were nominated at the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Let's listen to bits and pieces of them and situate the point properly. What Dada Hafko is trying to talk about. DJ Holy is on the 1s and 2s. Just a few minutes. It's about down in the hair. Let's see High Life nominations. VGMA. It could go just two weeks ago. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, go.
89.7 Max FM.
Ready? Here we go. I see I don't go be percent on the miko. Kodimi siko. Yeah. Miso mapine so wa mane hunde se. Minini kodia meti miko. But she say why me? Now made yourself very friendly. Take me on a date so you could know me. The band is in a feed, yeah. We are my tree break.
89.7 Max FM.
At the age, a long time, versatile. Fine boy, I want you. Your eyebrows not too cute. If you be mine, I promise you, go enjoy me past your favorite food.
89.7 Max FM.
Call me and tell me how you feel. Cause when I see you in my neighborhood, I dey post back, you know they look my way. So baby, can't you see this feeling there over me? As you see me currently, it's written all over me. In my society, he be man with a just woman. But for you, I am ready to break the rules and shoot my shot. I don't want to be waiting for you. I'm available, so I'm here with my proposal. I don't want to be waiting for you. I'm available, so I'm here with my proposal.
Max FM.
89.7 Max FM.
I continue to be school no makoni inabi. Dreaming in a my baby, a brano, my bunny in a bee. Nasiri in a muano, but I won't be Gina money. It's a metanama, I feel what you want. Matanzanama, Wakaba, Mama Kakra, was Sunday, what your mopwa, more flowers on so mama. Ah, Mama, many moon, Lord have mercy on me. Nah, oh, you know, Bamentase, Lord have mercy on me.
89.7 Max FM.
Finally, I see your face. Ooh, oh my days. I've been out here looking for you for days. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I just want to say, my head, you day for my head. I know fit to reset, I know fit to connect. Within your back, say make a defense.
These are the high life songs that were nominated at the Vodafone Ghana Music Award. Episode Atian featuring Kwabena AK Songstress, My Proposal. Adina, Adided. Kwesiata, Ado. Kelvin Boy, down. Kofi Kinata, how. Can you imagine all these people calling themselves high life artists? That Hafko is trying to say. Now, on Facebook, I have some comments. Let me read them right here. Kwesi Premier says, happy birthday to you, Mercy Kujo of Home Economics Department, University of Education, Winneba. The show is loud and clear inside Zo publication. Zo publication inside the North Campus, University of Education, Winneba. We hear you are loud and clear. Thank you so much, Kwesi Premier. Sandra Afu says, good morning. Prince Mantis Odro says, Max Morning Dew is my breakfast. It has to be your breakfast. It just must be here. Theresa Nyako says, I agree with that, Afko. The Ghana music industry needs a revolution. Afko, when you're a supporter. So let the comments keep coming. And on WhatsApp, 0506 367 196. 0506 367 196. That is the WhatsApp line. Already. So let your comments come and I'll read them here. Yedi highlight phone come on. We are coming to dig deeper into the conversation and find pragmatic solutions to the problem. Solutions a bit now, of course, you hear revolution. It must start from Chatter House. Dada, your friend is saying, Wachame Kwame was here.
Yeah.
A day or two ago. Yeah. We asked for solutions. One of the few things that he mentioned was that, in fact, he mentioned a challenge, and he provided a solution. Yeah. He said the challenge is that when the artists, even when they do the high life music, and they go to the world music portals, and they want to upload, they don't find High Life as a journal where they can upload the music. So they are forced to press it under Afrobeat.
So when you High Life ne popular waha.
Yeah.
Emma near what build this platform and set genre be what baby your friend is.
Yeah.
How do you expect them to include something they have no knowledge of?
Okay.
You need to make it see. Onipe biya
Yeah.
You can when you brighten the corner where you are.
Yeah.
People may not know, but shine na wo no.
Yeah.
A best start here pie.
A
pia nkrofo behu. Ombeba behwe de entia what is happening in that corner, and he will send a message out there. When we do the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, be minutes live on Africa near there.
52 African countries.
So when you have this agenda being set on that night, what are you telling the world? What I say? Oh, what's our agenda being set on the night? What are you telling the world? You are literally telling the world that there is a revolution of a genre that is coming out of Ghana. Called this. Yesterday, I spent like almost all my day on AudioMac because we had to do some changes to my AudioMac account.
Yeah.
And we're trying to put some songs there. Then I realized that for the first time, I saw that now my Afro sounds and then sub-genre of Afro sounds, high life, hip life.
Hey, AudioMac.
Yes, yesterday. Now,
Afro sounds.
Yes.
But that's the broad category.
Yes, that's the broad category. Then sub-genre, he put hip life, high life. So I said to myself, say, you see, a conversation, we need to.
It has to be a deliberate agenda.
Course, because last 2 years, I was at a conference, the UN conference. Now, I'm say high life
as an intangible heritage. Yeah,
I was there, and I was saying, we are pushing for the United Nations to do that.
Yeah,
but we are not pushing for the award scheme in Ghana.
To
start the agenda so that it will be very easy for even the UN to help us do it.
I don't know. Yes.
And the thing they say, see, me, every time I start this conversation, people are going to come and be like, oh, it is a private thing. Will be or private. People don't get it. Private thing, asasi bensu nesi.
Oh, yeah, mine for
asasi and asasi ya namzi.
Yes.
Sa hayi obi asasi. But da nyankopon beba na nya wodia. Oti ase. E na asasi so na wo ye den. Udan si anase wugina. Nipa no oye no on the shores of Ghana. It must first benefit Ghanaians. When you go to UK muni ade na, Frankie, omo genre, omo traditional genres no. Unim said they have special places for them on their awards night. Yes, in South Africa, my Amapiano Music Awards.
Oh, a whole awards.
Yes,
for Amapiano music.
Yes,
because it's different offshoots.
Now unim.
Yeah.
Oma awarded foreign musicians who are doing
Amapiano.
Yes.
Any David Benyabi. Because the new album
yeah. Influence the world.
Okay.
To taking up the genre.
Okay.
They're influencing the world. Because I would Ghana we reggae. Reggae by 1911. What you say?
Jamaica for Froda.
There be almost and now there's a fight in Jamaica. There's something going on in Jamaica because they are angry Afrobeat is taking over their reggae.
Wow.
Yes, and so since like Kalonji Munia, they've started a serious conversation about it to shut it down.
Wow.
Yes. Because
yes,
because you see, Obia person protecting his space. The reason why your name is from Kwabena Owusu is for identification.
Yeah.
The reason why the Black Stars used to be called the Brazilians of Africa was because we used to play like the Brazilians. Brazil for a culture, a style of play.
Yeah.
To make the world believe say Ubo pass. Now she goes with the Ubo to say Brazil.
Yeah, the best. Yeah.
What I say? Say na Ubo with the. When Coach Adi came and said, 1991, 93 for Nokoji or say a friend of multi-system. Imagine if somebody had pinpointed that to the world in Kenya, your coaching system be a friend of multi-system.
Yeah.
And certain coaches would have taken it up. But because it is Ghanaian, people will shoot it down.
But there's a school of thought that says that, listen, we are late because the conversation has gone to the global stage on Afrobeat. Our people are plying their trade in it. We have seen people like Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido, and co. making it big and making millions of dollars from it. Our people have tagged along it. Why don't we join the world conversation?
You see?
And Sana, it's not better than going back.
Emit the past will be such a way. Give me some time. And let me break things down.
Break it down.
See, on my BI, what we are saying, our culture and our traditions, right? What I'm saying, we are to today or more in Shatare.
Yeah.
You know so?
Yeah.
I didn't know more joining or more Shatare no more shibi because that has become the norm. I didn't know more joining or more Gucci near the other because it has become the norm. Why don't they join? Why are they still living like they want? Because they want to remain who they are. Sure? Obi can say, and I've had this thing so many times. Obi can say, Charlie Afrobeat right now, no, it being where the world they worship. I didn't know joining the bako. Anytime, any Ghanaian, let me say this, any Ghanaian artist who does Afrobeat is living in the shadows of Nigerians.
Any Ghanaian
artist who does Afrobeat is living in the shadows of Nigerians. And you live in the shadows, nobody will know you are from Ghana. Everybody will assume you are from Nigeria.
Yeah, because I was in London and a white guy thought that even Stoneboy, he thought Stoneboy was Nigerian. I said, what the heck?
Frankie,
Stoneboy Nigerian. He's Ghanaian.
Because
what are you talking about?
Because you see, the conversation is that Afrobeat in ANI. You see, Obroni oti hono. Onim say Nigeria for language ne the any difference womo. Onim say Igbo ne incline difference womo and actually difference womo. On what thing in abako. When Spike Lee came to Ghana recently, I see when she Ghana movie one for dance I'm kind. Also, I do not know what Ghana has a vibrant film industry. Yeah. All I knew was Nigeria.
Yeah.
Why did that? You've lost in the conversation. You understand? We need to couch our own path. Because and yes, you din bayira o, your culture bayira, your music bayira, your tradition. O de opa ye nyina ye enjoy Afrobeat. Who owns it?
Nigerians.
The other day, somebody was telling me, say, you know what? Our people are using us to get a worldwide recognition, and we are sleeping. We are not seeing it. What's I say?
The Nigerians are using us to get a worldwide recognition.
Yes, for their music.
And we are tagging along.
And we are tagging along because, you see, Ekudua, credit no goes to them. It doesn't come to us. Say, you can say, individual, Stoneboy is making some money. Good. Sark is making some money. And only a pay. Are we not thinking generational? Do we want to focus on only individuals making money? We've had top 3 artists for the last 7, 8, 10 years. When was the last time a new artist breaking into the system in Ghana? How many in the last 5 years? Can you give me like maybe 5 names of new artists who have broken into the system, made it big?
Black Sheriff.
Laxmade,
Family.
Family goes beyond that. What I'm saying, in the last 5 years, Mami Nipa 5 new artists are breaking into the system. Since the last time a wave of new artists breaking into the system was when Sarkodie gathered rappers and did the Bibiba project. Since then, 2017 or say 18. Basically, you see, we are not thinking generational. Or we can say, oh, Charlie, some people are doing Afrobeat, they are doing good. It is not about individuals making money. It is not about individuals making money. And then, like Pastor Otabel will say, we must think generational. So that we can have, and in Nigeria, Madame Fulbonibi, she was in Morocco about a month ago. She called me and said, T, we're having an argument here. What is it about? Say, my friends are saying, they are playing your song here. My friends are saying you're a Nigerian. So I want you to confirm to them you are not. So I'm speaking to the guy. The guy said, no. Him say, Nigerian collections, no more bono. So automatically, every song that pops up is a Nigerian song. Adentia, we have not made our genre popular enough. Until any time our song pops up, everybody think it is Afrobeat.
This is Dada Halfco. It's momento one day, just a minute, Namimbra. Now, Yembe share some of the solutions. Some of the solutions. We've said a lot of the challenges. We want to see how we can resolve this. He's mentioned a few. We'll delve deep into the artists themselves. Let me just take something out of this. I'll be back. Just a minute. Yeah? Just a minute.
Max FM.
Bad boy like me, you carry me with your love. Playboy like me, you didn't make me so far. You did make her the so far. Into me woman na, me woman na, me woman na. Playboy like me, you didn't make me so far. You did make her the so far. Into me woman na.
Mama, I dedicate this song to you. Wherever you day, my mama, I just want to say thank you.
Say your mammy does some quiet, did the ma woman, Edrew, say your beddy, Eddie, ama woman. Your mammy, your cuckoo Jew for. Mass FM, Eddie, Aquina can say air tour. I'm an tear for say. Oh, by your Makuma Swadia Sunko, Eddie Amasama, me free. And I'm a and I'm a war soon to know one did them. And I want to see near Mawabra, Bum Nanso, or Cosu Eja, or Nanso, Ebobra, Brano Branubia. For one sum for WhatsApp 0506367 Next year, the Quadientia, Sa Omami, Efata and Century. And Century Sisi Ampa. Mass Mother's Day, my mother, best zero. Me mami, me kukuju for.
For the things you they do for me, for the blessings you rain on me.
What a goal! But it's Thomas Partey with an absolute beauty into the corner. Cancelo! What a hit! It's Messi! 2-0 to PSG. It's Mane and it's blasted into the back of the net by Naby Keita.
Miller shot the target. Oh my word! That was the Sputnik through the middle. Opportunity for the Bodians. They are back in it. Awako!
When fundamentally you fail to do the right thing over the years, Africa, and you know, again over the years, almost sustaining also.
We say Manchester United is winning quadruple. Hey, I'm penny for say a mochi of your son, you multipene, a yet Sasabon Samoa Wabu Achacha, and a yet mass post. Pack yasa abebio adwada ekosi efiada no panon kron ekosi awia prem to brem tie yan ya de de enko an bebrewo.
If you need a trusted friend, come to Frankie Fine. A reliable partner, come to Frankie Fine. Tune into 89.7 on Max FM. Listen to TIG. For spiritual upliftment. Listen to TIG. You know it's the one. Listen to TIG. This is gospel. Show with Frankie Fine.
Max FM. Max FM.
89.7.
And so me could
bada minche yo. Missy I will have one and nimsa. And so me no cry. The woman fufu papa be an upper to twin ya punchy crack. Na made in the cat in the dada and a cootie and me. Free what the empty my son quadi the Anna. But there's school fees and to negotiate me walk on for Anna. They won't see Anna.
Beuntienda. That I have Konie. Say a title so the man in you there. Hey, serious. Are you your boyfriend's girlfriend? Deep question.
Question mark.
Question mark. Oh, everybody. Enti maybe kwa homa no so na me could be simple atwetwe komo just a minute. Now for meaning that I have co room na ya some few solutions to the issue of high life. Tell, oh, are you your boyfriend's girlfriend or but mami tea.
Max FM.
Oh, see what's Tony didn't they?
Maybe I'll cook cookie.
I say we put real. I've got real issues now. The beauty about how life is that it talks about our lifestyle.
You are able to paint a picture of the situation.
Perfect picture
on the record,
and it's only high life that you can do this.
Because like I said, obe kwasha ho amakoko abon. Obe nu aduane akọ. Obe si ne mam ICC fie ho nyina.
And so
making was store with the Mabel Kokoki.
Kokokin.
You understand? Hey. They qualify for the, you know what I
mean? Are you your boyfriend's girlfriend?
Yeah. I mean, in so muna now I text for Uber breath in a metia. What I said, that's the only time that he gets romantic with you.
You know?
Or the for Uber breath in metia. And so no could do her now.
Mr. Driver and so mumwa. I'm in sending money.
Simple. I dare actually your history. So these are the type of music. Utia.
Yeah.
Apart from the fun, enija futu Can be actually it's telling you something. And music is supposed to educate as well. It's not only for entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
to me,
to me the music a redirected
yes.
a nation.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
to me the redirected a nation.
Yes.
Anything I ever bought is who they ra ye dey nyom.
Even tete no, not ye young no. So government issue policy or they can drama na drive. Then time no, or the mame do kromonia there they will omo be ye play B. A winning.
Yeah.
Boss idea and who the rule.
Okay.
Just to get the people informed. You know what I mean? See, and you money there, in such a year grow. It is an area where we pay little attention to.
Okay.
But a area that can help the nation, you know, even make a lot of money. December in Ghana.
You better December in Ghana.
Cool.
Could be simple line so. My name is Quick just a minute. Hello, Kobe.
Yes, boss. Good morning.
Minia, morning. Akwaba.
That you just say you
Mr. Omi Unia Yenia. Yeah, there's who pimp your meticontem dodo. Yeah. Within the Frankie 5, welcome to the Max Morning Dew.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Now, yeah, did highlight phone Komokakra. Now we're taking people back a little bit. To see if we can throw some spotlights on our journey high life, which is our origin, our identity as Ghanaians. Now, could be simple. I understand that you ply your trade in this journey as well. Now, and some for kakra person bisa Kobe. Aya na mo ferry se mo be frame ho high life artist ana.
Din high life na nkasa de nkenya boni mindi kanchia ikifo ni na se Kobe simple na kasa no. And I've always represented high life. Me problem being identified as a high life artist. But I said when you coming from a place I say dina ya area to fina ufiba no more de omo crown femfrel. What I say? Inti se upia bon tennis of bidi frewa na ya una kakra. We don't really give more emphasis to high life na ikutawa ano. Inti when you explain it to any other person out there, my explanation here in kakra. Okay, which kind of artist are you? I'm a high life artist. Okay, what is that? Okay, high life na say and say. And money here to explain yourself all the time. Until you tend to go for the easy way out. Okay, there high life Afro pop and Afro beat. But in high life and Ankasa, the Ankasa way high life artist. It's a blessing here.
Inti not just say as I say ultimate qualify no bre answer na what me explaining to people. That is why you feel that you cannot entirely call yourself about that. So qualify in kakra.
As you see no seni we are seni kono. I say we affiliate kakra. What you say we affiliate because other music genres from Africa it keep bright spot in this year talking of songs like genres like Afrobeat and Amapiano. And she said, Okasa we high life artist. Akwa say, Wako Krubia Sono Mukuto indigenous sound. Ukubia countries no castle be amboned or the bonnet. There come a high life now, say, Siana, young quiet, young quani, young quani,
very good. Me pedia what can say here na kwa say yen kwanye de yen kwanye di hun komo. Na it means say yen to mean tone high life no beyond the shores of Ghana yet. It is so to kwan na say even a West African country it's difficult for you to even talk about high life. Kobe.
Exactly.
Then am ye betumi aye more this new generation more ye high life more feel say it is actually difficult selling outside the shores of Ghana. What can we do to be able to really sell it and not just leave it and rename it or deviate from the original? Do you think that we can do that? And as a to me, we are fighting a losing battle, so we should just move on.
Oh, you bet me. High life has stood the test of time. High life in Yandel. High life has been a mother to some genres in Africa. Maybe to like Afrobeat pop one. We share all the melodies in there. High life near more. This year, from Ghanaian perspective, as individuals, artists, components, we can be doing more high life music and be calling it high life. What they say, you hear high life now. Then you start here and then saying high life nanka saying it. You do baby a friend boga high life. You do baby a friend baby high life. Nti ama akwese high life nanka sano from time coming no. Ubia ba any generation ba or person qualifying something different. But the genre of music, anything yes, the high life you bound to mention, won't me you and mention you know because high life. We should continue doing what we do all in the name of high life. Then you born and the worship and you may at TikTok here. This is the Titanium high life. I can't this is high life. You don't need the words. You need the rhythm. You need everything in it, and you need to dance. What I say, it's high life music, and I say, yeah, send you originally, and then I say we're using the modernity I want, and then we'll get it right.
Very good, very good. Thank you very much, Kobe. Now, why a project be for this year? Do you have any highlight projects going on this year?
Yes. I have an EP coming up, 5 songs, almost all high life. Once and then I can say high life. In fact, if you go on the digital stores to promote that, there is some of the first Afrobeat for Africa, any African. I bet you sometimes in some of the stores you won't even find high life in there. And another thing is maybe I am paying for no money internet, no more, you know. A bit me push the agenda of high life to even all the digital stores to know that our type of music is also strong and it's really strong. And I have 5 songs coming out. I'm releasing them in terms of single. JD kind of your friend straight to me.
Okay. Are you ready, Afabra? DJ Holy Waha. Na ono somboa na ye nyina high life won come on here bono. DJ. Okay, Edasi Kobe, thank you so much for joining the conversation. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Could be simple now, Kano. Or see, even when you travel outside Ghana to even a West African country and you are trying to even explain yourself that you're actually a high life artist, it's difficult. I mean, what is it? What is that? Oh, it's an Afro, or it's a sort of qualified BB. So it's very difficult selling high life. This could be simple. And so that I have got here say it's possible. On Facebook, Theresa says, I'm enjoying the conversation. Great job, Frankie 5 and Dada Hafko. Kojo King says, last 5 years, Kiddy, Kwame Eugene, Amarado, Jackie, Black Sheriff, etc. I think that he's trying to say that all these people were new people that, is it people that released high life songs? Or are new artists? Okay, I could say new artists. What Dada Hafko asked. Juliana, as someone says, Dada Hafko, big question. Are you your girlfriend's boyfriend? So I can manage my mom. Hafko.
Frankie.
I can manage my mom.
Yeah. Nko pesa anyuma because a baby a lot of padlocks.
Now, we have Amandeba Natbru on the line. Mankasami uncle. Let's cross over and speak to Uncle. Uncle, good morning.
Morning.
Uncle Frankie 5 ni Pocho Bokozi. Akwaba to the Max Morning Dew. That's say a friend also. One na oni babidi nkomo. It regards high life music in Ghana. Na ye didn't come on fiti Monday, eulogizing the highlight performance on the night of the VGMA. We're so excited to see Ofriam Ponsa in the episode lifting highlight music on that big stage, and Africans were watching it. The excitement that came into the auditorium when they hit those highlight chords. Other songs were being performed by other people. You saw people were relaxed. But when it got to that time, no one say, sorry. It means that, high life, no. But the conversation of high life remains within the shores of Ghana. It's not gone beyond the shores of Ghana. And now, you try to find out What has been the challenge? And what can we do as an industry to begin to redefine it, to chart a path, chart a new course, and put spotlight on high life music, just like the way South Africans have done for Amapiano, Nigerians have done for Afrobeat. What can Ghanaians do to call their own their own? Uncle.
Yes, Odukan and Mamincha, Ghana Money Nana, and when it's safe for me now, one warrior, a dreamer of Max FM, the Mazi high life thing, it's a very, very, very important subject. Also, the Odu Yatum Yezu in common, Nayu. As a Quintra question ye bisani, Eribisam. Sabi, as a was and far our friend, to me, will Sabi in Kumaji, to me, A&D, and then woman, or the Yaka one day. And Sana, it was sir. Day, every Tony Beading. Oche da wan kasa wajezi wom me fanda ma ye seminar me se seminar or my oku pimples or ye day na man kasa na mo tanazim sabi pimples I mean it turn up so wuchefu she dasa easy wo VGM ho of an high life of rampon stand on our friend episode one. What does it say there? In Yankasa, ye Pekanazi. Nemoman, Azana, Omwi, Onya available. Let me just using Kofuma Kasanaka. Emma, Azar, Onya available. Man Kasaman to my example. Before Ghana Babu, no, ye program be war. Alliance Française. And then they were playing folk music, so the Ghana cultural music. They were dancing. So the friend that I was with at that time, will be something that no, yeah, then I'm from what fed them one time. Let me say there. Americans were genre be our friend soul. When they talk about the soul, it means it's the music of the soul, the original music of the black people. Highlight here in soul. In traditional songs here, in soul. Into what bar? If you open and say, why and you're too conscious? You still tap your foot or your feet because your soul recognizes that this is my song. But it comes from Kofubin Wanzi. Net from net the choir. Yes, one I target the what to hear in Kofa diaspora and on your abrofon. All of them know perfectly well there. Be biara one wabaka the woman. It has to be of original significance. Ni big bia or there. It should be unadulterated. But should there VGM how many artists really played highlights? How many Ghanaian artists played highlights? 2 people only stood out. Oh yeah, for him concern on episode. It means that once what you want, what is it? Though they would experiment with other forms of music, there's no problem with that. But that's a returner. Ghana can never sell anything higher than highlight. All of us as practitioners, musicians, it looks like we are failing to really present young as Ghanaians, then again as originators of highlight. Time, Jacob Sam, or recorded young was 1920 something. Up till now, from 1926 or 27, up till 2023, tell me how many of us have really sat to design a platform where we would actually sell highlight music. Highlight music just exists in our
on our lips. There may be a high life, I don't get it. But let me tell you something. Say, Yanya Yadin, there, Yerisha Dara, yes, high life music, I'm telling you. Dama, your business in coffee, which you work out for Bizone, work out dance hall, now yes, who are the biggest artists in this country? Do you see any highlight artists? Highlight person because of if it is economic circumstances are now begin. Obiara to yet anything meaningful. One will highlight Nanzama, why impenyful, the Yampan, the Ambule, Noni, Uncle Botella. They are the ones who are touring the world. They are the ones who are touring.
Anyway,
and what are they touring with? Are they touring with highlights?
Yeah.
And see, you know, you ask yourself, every iconic African artist where we continent has been in Ghana before. Talk about Fela, talk about Miriam Makeba, talk about Hugh Masekela, talk about all the great, talk about our friend and Sir Victor Waifo. Talk about all the people who have really incorporated highlights into their songs. Now, even if you Google Afrobeat, Fela's Afrobeat, it tells you perfectly that about 60% of components of Afrobeat movement are a highlight.
Okay.
A highlight. What makes it highlight? A lot of things make it highlight. The Ghanaian way of singing. You know, able to tone, able to human fantana and cranana.
Okay.
Like a white man's music.
Okay.
So government reggae. How did reggae? How did it get enlisted on UNESCO as a heritage product? Just about a couple of years ago or 3 years ago, Ghana needs to push because even UNESCO is prepared to enlist highlights on their cultural calendar.
I get
so
it.
Why are we saying? It's because you are not.
Yes.
You guys on radio and TV are also not helping.
Uncle, we are all part of it. We are all part. I agree with you. UNESCO is a United Nations international organization. If UNESCO is trying to even spotlight our own music heritage and consider it as an intangible product, what are we doing? That's the question you've asked. But I'm putting it to you. You are the board chairman of Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, if I'm right.
Yes, I am.
Good. Uncle, would you say that the scheme Vodafone Ghana Music Awards has failed us for 24 years? For beginning this conversation, charity begins at home. Would you say that the scheme has failed us in projecting high life music in this country for 24 years it's been in existence?
In the first place, VGMA, you must know from its inception, focuses on popular music. You guys get it wrong. And VGMA is not even for let's say, it doesn't even have support from government or anybody. Or your private in Vodafone, in your government is that. And so they are also looking for numbers. So if dance hall and reggae and zama are popular, let me tell you, they will always be at the helm of it. Is not VGMA board now one. It's more democratic than the state of Ghana or even United States of America, because everybody sitting on the board has an independent mind, and we actually debate what topics do, the genres and everything. But then when Ian voting does not override academy, the votes of the academy and the votes of the public. They hold in the majority. So let's say even if the board votes overwhelmingly for a particular artist, the academy and the public can change it. So sometimes when you are trying to analyze something, and especially when it has to do with the art, please take your time and go to the ground. Or I always say there, suggest there, we should let some of the journalists just come as observers 1 or 2 times and see what really goes on in there.
Okay, I understand you, Uncle. I understand.
Yes, Vodafone, VGMA. Now, let me finish with VGMA because I'm the board chairman. All I'm saying is that nobody can be autocratic on that board. So let's say if you are on the board and you strongly believe that episode of Ramponsa should win Highlight Song of the Year. Now, there are other people who think otherwise on the border. We sit and debate it before we can understand. I mean, it is not because some people don't understand what high life is. It is because your artists are here support. We don't support what they are doing. We support who they are. Let's say if I say Sarkodia, I mean millions of people. And when you talk about episode push highlight, you will not get that number because the people know the names and they love the people who are behind the music. It's not the music that they love. They love the people who are behind the music.
Okay, this is a follow-up.
When that cause is established,
yes,
it gives no room for the public to be objective.
Exactly my point. But I see, exactly so, the scheme operates in Ghana. The scheme is a Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Now, we agree that it's a popularity award. However, uncles, them American, we must begin to chart a new path. So people have said, and I have go in the studio, who have Uncle Mpochomi, you understand me when he's even professed that, listen, Uncle Amanzeba is the board chairman and he's a high life artist. Now, there was a time in this country where Vodafone most popular song was the biggest awards for the night. Up until 2004 or 5 there, it was changed to Artist of the Year, which became the biggest award when it started from 2000 to that time. Up to now, Artist of the Year is still the biggest award on the night. And that's what everybody, you see, the conversation around VGMA, even when it started from the gospel community, was centered on overall Artist of the Year because there's spotlight on that. Now, as a board chairman and a high life artist, why haven't you pushed for high life to be the biggest award on the night so that spotlight, people begin to release songs, release albums, and get into that space to begin to chart a new path and have a new conversation on high life music? Why haven't you been able to do that?
That question must be posed to you. The reason is that you have also not contributed. I don't wonder what disseminated. If I record a song today and I send it around all the media houses, I'm sure about 80% of the people will not really jump on the bandwagon to push it because the reward that they expect in look, when your products were Ghana, don't you use foreign music to promote products now? Why you're making Ghana products were Ghana Hana in your pede? What pede Ghana for what one? In one of what use a brofun on was the advertised them. And even if the person, somebody who is advertising a product, comes to you and says, listen, somebody can say that, oh, Nanampedu, they ain't fan advertising. We won't say, I'm way for planet Damana. Radio, TV, and the various media, listen, if South Africa is succeeding in pushing Amapiano, it is not the artists who push the Amapiano. It is the media. And then the concerted effort of the entire country, knowing that something exciting has come from their fold, so they should push it to the highest.
I agree, Uncle. I agree. We are at fault. We accept the blame. Now we want to have a new conversation.
If you want people to have an interest,
yes,
in something, then you have to have an agenda and a proper agenda and push it because you are a citizen of that nation, and that is what we are all lacking in this country. So I think that this interview will not suffice because it will not be able to cover those gray areas and then the crooked lines.
No, but having said that, I said that we agree. I mean, the media, now we are all awoken. we now want to begin to chart that high life course. And so for the whole of this week, Max FM, we've dedicated it to high life. We are playing only high life music. We are interviewing all the high life people. What can we do? We have begun the conversation. But you see, VGMA is a big scheme that can redirect conversation. You see, you can actually make or unmake an artist, VGMA. So we think that you also have a part to play.
Now, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Three music awards, or say whatever you call it. One artist star will win, and how many of them are real highlight musicians?
Three music is just 3 years old. It's just 3 years old. VGMA is 24 years.
Don't worry. No. Don't worry. Friend, then, like I'm saying, if we can get to VGMA, can never dictate to friend, then the various voting bodies are what Ghana and they can only put out nominations, and when they are nominated, listen, you see, it's like you are repeating the question. What can we do? What we can do, basically, you have to lay the foundation. Where is the foundation? The foundation is the media, and the media will have to be consistent. You're saying you dedicated 1 week to highlight. Why must you be operating in a country, a sovereign country like Ghana, and you dedicate only 1 week? Highlight must be every day, or today cocoa or Milo. When you wake up in the morning or cocoa, you must drink cocoa, Milo, or something, because it's Ghanaian. You are not only contributing to the development of the nation, I mean, in terms of financial contribution to your state, but you are actually making sure, because of patriotism, I would want to drink cocoa, Hausa cocoa, or cocoa. We have variety of them.
Okay.
But if you are not doing it,
okay,
and then you dedicate just, this week, look at the time, Ghana week, when the U.S. Vice President came here, what was our politicians wearing? What were they wearing? When they in suit, was it not Ghana week? Who was in Ghanaian clothes? And besides that, why should we dedicate only 1 day in a week to wear Ghana?
Okay.
Only on Fridays.
Okay.
Listen, if we have to go on that tangent,
yeah,
I am telling you, those who will be blamable will be even from government to who?
Okay.
Why should my government tell me to wear African clothes only on Friday? Why shouldn't my government say wear African clothes every day?
Uncle, because of time.
The minister, why must the one who is telling you to wear African clothes, why is he wearing suit?
Uncle, because of time.
It's not a uniform.
Yeah.
It's not a uniform for politicians.
Yeah.
When you go to other jurisdictions, they try, even go to China, Warrior One, major trade conferences in Asian print in Awasha.
I get you.
Indonesia. All of them are wearing. So
we must start from somewhere. Uncle, you do bar studio next week. Sure, me producer wasn't afro says yeah, no call. Aka 2 minutes now 9 now me that's a power for this big opportunity to speak to you, a legend on this morning show. I'm humbled.
No problem at all.
I am humbled to speak to you this morning. Me producer from Befro wait you ata. Me that's it. So that was Amanziba Nadbru. He's the board chairman of Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Samotiye, what you Havko? This is what Amanziba had to say for the questions I put to him.
You see?
Yeah.
Good morning to Uncle Amanziba.
Yeah.
A legend.
Yeah.
You know. But I think conversation will be how on.
Yeah.
Uncle mentioned BB say I didn't know media no.
Yeah.
What media no year no practice on the soil of Ghana.
Yes.
Now
me dedicated just 1 week.
Just 1 week
to high life.
The same way now the award scheme operates on the soil of Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
The award scheme can do something to help Ghanaian music, to help the original. Oh, you have a part to play. Anyhow you look at it.
Yeah.
What I say, like I have said, no, the bigger voice in the music space is the award scheme. Sure. The VGMA award scheme, it affects all other award scheme in Ghana.
True.
I'm telling you.
True. Even outside Ghana, USA, Europe, France, the same list.
Yeah. So if they toe the line, everybody
will fall in check.
Everybody will fall in check. Like we are saying, the deliberate idea, it must start from one angle.
Yeah.
From one corner.
Yeah.
And that corner, I believe
Yeah.
the VGMA has the bigger hand,
Okay.
a bigger push from
push.
that angle.
Okay. Thank you. Dada Hafko. Thank you for coming to make this conversation juicy.
Sure.
I think that the management of this media house must know that this is a big national conversation and they must begin it. I mean, they
Yeah.
must begin it.
Yeah.
They must be the torchbearers because it's getting interesting day in and day out.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming.
me Chad, you be real quick. Real quick. In the past 10 years in Ghana, the biggest hit songs in Ghana have been high life songs and no other else. Obi can be actually from Asamoah and Castro, African Girls, from Asamoah and Kofi Kinata and Castro, Odo, to be Sake de Mansa to brother to Baba Metan for Kofi Kinata Confession, Obinya Why Things Fall Apart, Chochu Mucho, Kwame Eugene, Angela Kidi Odo, Kwesiata Wara Double, Christy Bro, Assemble by Kwabena Adult Music, Wuta Koto.
You can name all of them.
So if anybody tells you say high life where the problem is people are not calling themselves high life artists.
Okay.
They are not representing it.
People are not representing it. Dada Hafko, thank you for coming on the show. Thank you so much. Wow. Charlie Emreko, within the Frankie 5, and I want to thank my producers, DJ Holly, Obapa, and Willie Jr., and a boy Chidom, social media. Enti Mija, I'm a sports phone from now to maybe midday. Enti mal down in that, but let the conversation continue on Facebook. You're live on Facebook, Max 89.7 FM. I'm Frankie 5. Remember, man is the only cannibal that is friendly to the victims he intends to eat. So fear man and live long. Have a very good weekend and stay calm. God bless you.